Hey guys, it's Juhi. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. The button is right down below. Today I'm going to be reviewing and swatching the Morphe 35O Matte and Shimmer palettes. These are highly talked about and super popular. And yeah, so just a background on the brand and the palettes. So the brand Morphe, they sell brushes and eyeshadows as well as a bunch of other products. Like, I personally love their brushes. And they had this palette. It has 35 shades in it called the Morphe 35O. And everyone raved about it. It's got these really nice warm tones. And then I think last year they came out with, instead of it just being 35 matte and 35 like matte and shimmer shades together, they made one 35 matte, which is 35 matte shades, and one 35 shimmer, which is 35 shimmer shades. And I got mine off HoteLook for $15 each. I think you can buy them as a bundle on Morphe.com for, I want to say like $30 something. I'm not sure. I think that each palette sells for $23. I'll link them in the description box below. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Morphe 35O Matte. And here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. I'll give you guys a close-up of it, and I'll do swatches by Rose. Maybe Rose this way. I'm not sure yet, but I'll do that. What I'd have to say about it is, if you watched my last tutorial, you know that I used this palette, and I thought the shades were pretty good. I used like these brightest orange shades. I have yet to try out some of these really brown shades down here, see how the pigment is. As I was swatching a couple of the colors, I haven't swatched them all yet. I'll do that in a second. I noticed that some of the darker ones were a little more chalky, and I know that each color and each shade has a different formulation, but I thought this shade right here was super buttery. I'm curious to see what shades are in the regular 35O compared to the 35 matte. I will again do a full swatch of all of the shades in a second and let you guys know what I think. I think for the price that I got it at and the price that it sells, I think $23 for 35 shades is a really good deal. So I'm swatching the first row on the outside with a bunch of the orange colors that I had used in my previous video, and I noticed that I was having to go in a couple more times than I would like to get some more pigment, but I know that when you use a brush it's going to be a lot different. So the pigments could look a little patchy. Some of them I'll tell you definitely if they were super chalky or not, but then again my skin was probably dry when I filmed this video, but as you guys know, the skin on your eyelid is different from the skin on your forearm, so don't take all of these swatches true to heart. Alright, now I'm starting on that second row of colors. That first color, the pigment was insane. Like, that color I'll definitely be using in a future video. Okay, so now I'm starting on this third row of color. I'm sorry the camera cut off a little bit of the edge, but if you can see the color I just swatched previously, there's some unevenness in the tones, so it's a little bit patchy. The first shade that I did swatch, you guys can't see it, but that one was really nice and buttery. I'm so shook. Look at the pigment on this shade. I just started the fourth row right now, and oh my god. Okay, it went a little bit downhill on that second shade, but the first shade, did you guys see that? Okay, I'm really loving this earthy red tone right here. I'm not sure what look I would do with this shade. Maybe like a deep earthy tone smoky eye. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. Alright, we're on the fifth row from the right, or the third row from the left, and after these two shades, the first two shades were very similar, they were still pretty patchy, but after those two shades, the pigment went down so much. Like, this row was my least favorite. I kept going back in the pans and trying to get as much color as I possibly could on my finger to show you guys a good swatch, but oh my god. And I know you guys watching this, you've probably seen everyone's thousands of other videos about the Morphe 35O palettes, but I want to be really honest with you guys. Like, some of the shades in this, especially like the lighter ones, I feel like I really don't see a use for them, but the good thing about the palette is because it was so affordable, you don't feel bad about not using a shade. Like, I was really struggling at this point, guys. I don't know if maybe this was due to the fact that when I would rub the previous swatches off with a makeup wipe, maybe it had something to do with like the residue of the makeup remover that was making the pigment suck. Oh my god, that shade was so chalky. That literally looks like baby powder. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but yes, the pigment's kind of stained my arm. You can see like the little faint lines from the previous swatches, but you know what? It's whatever. I mean, it's fine. Alright, so now we're on the last row. Again, it's a hit or miss with some of the darker colors. Some of the pigment's good, some is a little bit chalky. This is the 35O Shimmer. They have a great variety of colors, and honestly, if you were looking for a lot of basic shimmers but you still wanted to be able to like jazz up your look, I would get this palette because they have many different shades of gold. They have some of the pinker ones, bronzy, again with the camo green. Some not completely black shimmers, but getting there, like this one. is pretty dark. My favorite I have yet to try. Let me swatch this one. Show you guys what it looks like. It's a little bit chalky, but oh my god, can you guys see? Okay guys, so now I'm moving on to the shimmers, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going from bottom to the top, so I'm starting at the very right bottom shade, and this shade was the very first shade that caught my eye as soon as I opened the palette. And you can see how beautiful that pigment is. This orange shade was the shade I used in my previous video. It swatches beautifully on the finger. When I was doing my video, I think I wet my brush. I don't recommend doing that with some of these shades, even though it gives it more of like a metallic foiled look. If you're really looking for the shimmer, it kind of disappears when you wet your brush. Maybe we made a blind soul. She tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. Cover girls don't cry after the face is made. I thought these first two rows were absolutely beautiful. I love these kinds of bronze and orange tones on my skin tone, and I think these colors would look beautiful on every single skin tone. Okay, this color right here, it was a little bit chalky, but oh my god, it was almost iridescent like it was pinker in some lights and a little bit more white in the others. This gold is like the perfect gold. Like the goldest gold out of all the shimmers and all the golds that you own. This is gold. Like no undertones of like pink, no rosy gold, no bronzy gold, just straight up gold. This color shook me to my core. I was honestly so amazed at how such a dark color can have still a shimmer to it. It was kind of like a greenish, goldish undertone to it. That bronze is absolutely stunning. This shade was very powdery. I didn't love it. I thought the shade was kind of like orangey, but like cream soda orange almost. This shade was also a shade that caught my attention in the palette, but I was kind of disappointed it was a little bit chalky. I'd still use it though. It still makes a great shadow. Ooh, look at that shade. It's like a nice cranberry plum color. Yes, Morphe. Okay. Can we just take a moment to admire the pigment and the butteriness of this shade? Oh my god. I thought this white shade wasn't very pigmented, but I know it doesn't show on camera. It was a little bit holographic, so I think that it could be used as a highlighter. These last two shades were also very buttery and pigmented. My real honest opinions about the Morphe palettes are, I do think they're great for the price. I think the shimmers are a lot nicer than the mattes. Obviously matte formulations are going to be a little bit more tricky. By all means, there are many different companies that sell higher end products, and their shadows might be more luxurious, more buttery, more pigmented. But again, for the price and for the brand Morphe, that everything is affordable, I really liked it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what tutorials you want to see from me, whether it be with the Morphe palettes or just in general. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.